rich.
Like you said.
Good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Kenda. This is my show, Mind My Own Podcast. And we are back for another Wednesday. Guys, October is gone.
It's gone. Definitely gone out of
I
here.
cannot believe this. What is going on? Everything just happening so fast. Everybody got so much going on.
Yep.
But you have something very special going on, guys. This is my special guest, Nicole. Nicole, thanks for
Messing
coming.
up. Hey, everybody.
I'm gonna clap for
Already
you.
messing up.
No, it's all good. I'm gonna clap for you because, girl, you are doing amazing things. I just want to start off by saying I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Very, very proud of you. You are the owner and founder of Common Threads.
Yep.
And you have an upcoming fashion show.
Right.
And the fashion show is dedicated to cancer,
Right.
right?
Yep.
I already watched a couple of your interviews. You are on an official podcast tour right now, right?
I am.
How many shows have you gone on so far?
I've probably been on at least 15.
At least 15.
A good 15.
So,
shows.
guys, that's how important this message is. That's how important this event is. She is taking it up a whole lot to get the word out there about this amazing event. Can you tell everybody a little bit more about who you are, why this event, what it means to you?
So my name is Nicole Mukes. So my mom died from cancer. And so that is kind of what made me want to do this, because I realized that cancer was touching and affected everybody. It doesn't matter, what your race is, what your color is, how much money you make, who you believe in, all of that. None of that matters to cancer. And so I decided that I wanted to put this together. And so God gave me the vision and to call it Common Threads. And so, of course, that's obviously a play on words. And then, of course, it's a fact that cancer is a common thread amongst all of us. And so also my mom loved fashion. So, of course, what better way to pay tribute to her than what she really loves and what her passion is. And so I put this together actually before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit. So then it stopped. And then now we're going into year 7, 8 of my mom being dead, and I wasn't thinking about it. And then I got into year 9, and it was kind of like stirring. And then when I got to the top of year 10, I'm like, all right, this is the year. I got to do it this year.
Yeah.
So that's what made me finally do it. So it's the 10th year of my mom's death. And I really want to do this because every time I get on social media, I see RIP, or you fought the good fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You fought the fight and, you didn't make it or whatever. And so we got to talk about this. And so this show is yes, it's a fashion show, but it's also about us coming together to talk about this common thread.
Yeah.
And to be together and to just know that you have support and that you have people who are, there with you along this cancer journey that a lot of us are dealing with.
Yeah.
I personally haven't had cancer, but I watched my mama die from cancer. Then my sister had breast cancer, and then my dad had prostate cancer.
Wow.
And then my father-in-law prostate cancer, my cousin, a couple cousins had it. So it's like this is a real thing.
Real thing, yeah.
And it's getting worse. It's not going anywhere. So we need to try to come together tear down boundaries, come together and figure out how we can fight this one thing that affects us no matter who we are.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. How did you find out about the cancer? Like how did she know? Because the thing about these type of diseases is they come in different ways. There's
Hmm.
different symptoms. And, a lot of people just ignore things.
Right.
Either they have fear of going to a doctor and they
Definitely.
don't want to know,
Hmm.
um, or they just chucking it off as something else, doing their own research and is finding wrong information, which is also not a good way
Correct.
to handle something. But how did you both find out, and what are some things that you learned from that experience that can help
Mhm.
somebody right now?
So how we found out was my mom started complaining about midsummer
Okay.
that her stomach was hurting. And so she was going back and forth to the doctor. And they kept doing like different scopes and scans and they didn't see anything. And the summer is progressing, her pain is progressing. And so now we get into the fall and I take her to the ER. At this point now I'm taking her to the ER a couple times a week.
Yeah.
And the last time we went, so it was October, the the ER doctor was an oncologist. And so he was like, well, let me just try this. Let me check this. We were telling him all the symptoms. So he ran a specific test and did a specific scan. And then
Hmm.
he came back and said, we see something on her pancreas.
Wow.
We still didn't know how bad it was. We started like, well, well, we heard that, you can cut off a part of the pancreas and it could be okay. So, of course, we're doing our Google or doing our research or whatever.
Hmm.
And so then they say, well, we're going to send you on to the oncologist. We're going to continue to run all these tests. We're going to send you to oncologist. So in the movies, they make it look like you find out you have cancer today and you see an oncologist tomorrow. It don't go that fast because they're still running stuff.
Wow.
It's usually some time before you actually get in. So now we go almost a month later.
So what do they do during that period of time where you're not being treated, you're just seeing doctors? Are they at least giving her something for the pain?
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
they're treating her for the pain,
Okay.
which that was tough to see
Yeah.
because she was in so much pain that she couldn't even lay down.
Mm.
So we literally took like a chair and we padded the chair with pillows so that she could sleep, like, so she would literally sleep sitting up. And how
Wow.
much rest are you really getting,
Not
right?
a lot at all.
And
Barely any.
so she was on a very heavy pain med, and but she could only have every 4 hours.
Mm.
So that was hard to watch because she would be in so much pain that if you don't stay on top of pain meds and you go back into pain, it's very hard to get it back under control.
Mm.
So we would be like making sure to a T, but sometimes it would be 2 hours, after she had it, that she would be wanting more.
Wow.
That's how much pain she was. My mom wasn't a pain pill type of person,
Yeah.
so I knew she was in real pain to be continuously asking for this heavy pain, and it wasn't really,
It wasn't
doing it.
helping.
It wasn't really helping.
Yeah.
So now we're in November, and we're at the oncologist. So it's me, her, and my sister,
Mhm.
and they put her thing up, and they're showing us her pancreas, and we see all of this cancer right on this picture. And that's when they tell us that it's stage 4,
Wow.
and that is wrapped around her blood vessels of her pancreas, which that means that they can't like cut it away.
Mm.
It just won't work. So my mom dealt with stuff head on. She was a very direct person and she dealt with things head on.
Yeah.
And so we told the doctor, like, she's very direct because she was very quiet, in that moment, because she just didn't feel good. So she wasn't like, she's usually pretty vocal, but she was kind of quiet in that moment. And we were just like, she's very direct, so you have to give it to her straight. Like, don't try to sugarcoat it, don't try to go around it, just give it to her straight. But they just not built to do that. They're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
And so they never really gave us a direct answer as to if chemo was going to help. Now, she wasn't really able to take chemo. She took a chemo in her hospital bed, and then we took her one chemo session at the clinic, and that's all she ever was able to get. you know but you know, watching my mama go through that, like one of the strongest people I know, that's another reason why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I want I want other people to know about this journey and know that, you know, you don't have to hide it, and you do need to talk about it because you need that support system.
Yeah.
This is not something that anybody should have to go through alone.
Right.
You know, when my sister called me and told me she had breast cancer, my sister lived in DC. I was out of here. I told my
Wow.
job, I got to go. I got to go see about my sister. You know what I mean? Like, whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. I mean, it worked out, but I was just like, I'm going to see about my sister because, you know, her mom had died. Why wouldn't I go to be with my sister? You
Exactly.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for anybody who is going through the journey, get you a strong support system. And the other thing that I really encourage people to do, because I wish I would have done it, was journal that
Mm.
journey, because it's stuff that I know happened, but now I forgot a small part of it. You get what
Yeah.
I mean?
So just to kind of keep the
Just to
memory.
kind of keep the memory, and because that for me, that's where some of my healing was coming from,
Mhm.
you know, just remembering certain things. And because I wanted to hold on to as much memory of my mom as I could, that I felt like I forgot little pieces here or there. So that's probably my one only regret that I have.
Mhm.
For I wish I would have journaled, you know,
Wow.
through that process. But I think I was dealing with grief so much that I in that moment I couldn't. And that's the, you know, kind of the advice I want to give to others. Just journal it if you can, or record it, voice record it, so that you just have these things to think back, and maybe they'll help somebody else.
Wow. I think that's solid advice.
Hmm.
And you know, people don't think about those things like you said, you know, you're just going through the motions and just trying to be as strong as you can.
Hmm.
You don't realize how powerful you know, some of those moments are after the fact. So
Right.
I'm glad you gave that feedback. When is the event?
So the event is November 9th
Hmm.
at 3 p.m. is VIP, 4 p.m. is general admission. It's at the Clybourne, which is 2202 West Clybourne.
Awesome. Awesome. Y'all heard that. Get y'all tickets.
Get your tickets.
Can we tell them how to get those?
Yes, you guys can get tickets from me at Common Threads. I'm sorry, Common Threads for Cancer. So it's the number 4. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on Facebook. You can email me at Common Threads, the number 4 cancer at gmail.com. My personal page is Nicole, Nichole, last name Mux. Tone has some, so TDR has some tickets.
Okay,
Also
good.
Jazzy Ray Jewels. So you can hit up all of those.
Awesome. Y'all get y'all tickets. This is something that's
Mhm.
powerful. It's important. And not only that, you're taking something that that's painful for you um and turning it into something that can be powerful
Mhm.
because of the way that you're doing this tribute. Now during the way you set this up, I know that you put a lot of focus and a lot of energy into getting models. You've got
Mhm.
top designers, the space, everything is going to be top tier,
Right.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Tell us more about the details because um, through the darkness of it, there's some light,
Absolutely.
and I think that's what makes this so special
Mhm.
is you really are turning that pain into purpose. Um,
Right. I
so let's,
appreciate that.
yeah, absolutely.
So we are going to have a survivor. A survivor is going to talk about her journey
Wow.
and, you know, how she survived cancer.
Mhm.
We also are going to have a doctor there. She's going to talk about prevention. I have a vendor that's going to be there, and she's going to talk about eating to fight cancer.
I
So
like that.
she's not going to be on the panel, but she's going to be there. She's going to be in the house and be able to give you some amazing, you know, information.
Mhm.
We got some, you know, great vendors. So we have a lot of local vendors. We do have Jazzy Ray Jewels, you know, that's going to be there. We
That's
have,
awesome.
you know, we have quite a few people who are known in the community that also have dealt with, you know, cancer
Yeah.
in their family, which John Ray, which a lot of people already know, her mama also died from pancreatic cancer. And so, you know, she's coming to be a support, and we're all, you know, I feel like we're locked in the elbows at this because of this common thread.
Yeah.
There's gonna me myself as a model, I am giving a personal tribute to my mom that'll kind of be you know, kind of a surprise, but you know, you got to come and see that.
Mhm.
So I'm working on that part.
Yeah.
And so I'm just excited about all of it because I think it's just really coming together. You know, is it going to be perfect? Probably not. You know what I mean? But it's as perfect as it can be, but
Yeah.
it's going to be what I want it to be, right?
Hmm.
Have I learned some valuable lessons? Of course. Just in anything that you do, you learn things,
Yeah.
you know, and what has happened out of that is this is now going to be a foundation.
Wow.
So the foundation coming in 2026, that is going to be more to come. Like this will be an annual thing, but then there's also other small events that'll be happening throughout the year as well. So this is turning into something else for me.
I love it.
I didn't imagine it.
How can people help? Like, how can people get involved and
Mhm.
contribute their time if you need it?
Absolutely.
You know, what can
So
people do?
as the foundation gets built, I'm of course I'm going to need board members. All you're always going to need sponsors for anything you do, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna need volunteers. I'm gonna need doctors. I'm gonna need caregivers. I'm gonna need survivors to be willing to talk about it. I'm gonna need thrivers to be willing to talk about it. I'm gonna need people who are currently in their cancer journey to talk about it. I'm just gonna need people to just come out and say, I really do understand that this is a common thread,
Yeah.
and so I want to be part of it.
I love it. You guys hear that? Make sure y'all participate. We got John over there. He said,
Hey,
outstanding.
John.
Preach, sis. Yes. She preaching, ain't she? She talking the truth. I mean, there's a lot going on in our community when it comes
Mhm.
to our health. I think a lot more people are starting to understand the holistic side of it. So I do love that you're bringing someone
Right.
there that can talk about like how our eating, even just our
Yeah.
eating, can contribute to the way our body
Right.
responds to
Like
things,
sugar feeds cancer.
and
We
people
probably
don't know
right.
that.
So those are things that she's gonna tell you. She's very
Wow.
she's gonna tell you. So I hope that people are ready to really hear her because she know her stuff. She's a doctor in this. So
Wow.
her name is Julia Luna.
Okay, shout
So
out to
yeah,
Julia.
yeah. So she definitely knows her stuff, and so she's gonna be there. And then the other thing that I did fail to mention is that we're also putting together a video,
Oh.
and this video is again showing that common thread. So I have people from different backgrounds talking about their journey
Hmm.
and showing that it is a common thread. So that video will also play at the event.
I love that. I love that. What do you think out of this entire journey
Hmm.
so far? What do you think is like one of the most difficult parts about it? Because there's going to be people out there who see this and they are going through something and they probably want to do something in tribute to someone or
Hmm.
just to make some sort of impact, but they don't know how to make that come into fruition.
Hmm.
How did you go from idea to planning to now this is coming along and
Hmm.
it's coming, it's here, it's
It's
around the
here, right?
corner.
It's around
Yeah.
the corner. So it's the same way I said, like if a person is going through cancer, that they have to have support. Mine was because I had support.
Yeah.
So I told this idea some years ago to a couple people. One of them was Denise Smith,
Okay.
and the other one was Ebony Whitson of Whitson Wonder.
Okay.
So they were the two people who, off top, was riding with me outside of, like my sister, who we went through this together.
Hmm.
But then, of course, like I said, the pandemic hit. So then when it started back up, and I said it again, actually, Ebony over the years was like, hey, she kept
She kept reminding you
like
to get back
reminding
to
me,
it.
like, get back to it.
Hmm.
So then when I finally got ready to get back to it, I hit her up. I was like, okay, Ebony, I'm going forward. And she was like, all right, let's do it. Same with Denise. Denise was like, all right, let's do it. So then Ruthia was like, okay, come on, let's do it. And then my really good friend, Joanna Jimenez, she was like, let's do it. So those people have been instrumental in pushing me forward because
Man, that's
trust and
beautiful. That's
believe,
a beautiful thing to
I done
have.
had plenty of temper tantrums. I done had plenty of meltdowns. I've been tripping, and this is what they say to me: "You're fine. You'll be okay." Because that's my lines. I say that to everybody, and they're like, "You'll be fine. You're okay. Let's go." Oh yeah. Anyway, we're gonna continue on. So they just be like, "Girl, we don't care. None you talking about. You're doing this, and we right there with you."
Can
And so,
I kind of clap?
yeah,
Thank you, ladies, for being
yeah,
her support system.
seriously.
Man, that's dope.
Yeah, like super dope. And of course,
Wow.
my children are,
Yeah.
they're helping my sister, when our mama was dying, like we were 5 years apart, right? So
Mhm.
growing up, a 10-year-old and a 15-year-old, that's not working. She is not trying to be bothered with me ever in life. Think about a 15-year-old, now a 20-year-old, she don't want to be bothered with me. But with my mom, with watching our mom die,
Yeah.
like we was like the most united front. We didn't have a single argument. We didn't have a single disagreement. So when I told her I wanted to do this, and she was like, do it.
I love
Just
it.
do it. Because mama would be so proud.
I love it. And she is proud. Girl, you are doing your big one with this. I'm excited to see. I heard
Me
you said
too.
you're gonna have local designers.
9.
Okay, let's talk about the designers. How did you know who was perfect for this project?
So, I've had to, take some in, pull some out, but I wanted to work with some designers that I had worked with before.
Hmm.
So my top two is really like three of them that I really did a lot of work with, that I really, really wanted to make sure they were part of it. And that was Gigi,
Okay.
because Gigi is really who helped me a lot in my start in modeling. So I had to definitely make sure she was in. My friend Natasia, which is CXS Fashions,
Okay.
and then Built by Stacy. I went to my first time in New York for New York Fashion Week was with Stacy. So
Wow.
I wanted to pull in some people that I worked with and that has kind of shaped me, in the modeling industry.
Hmm.
And they ready.
I love it.
Oh, they ready.
I
So
heard
I
you
mean, I have
say.
more, huh?
I was gonna say. I heard you say each of them represent
A different
a
cancer.
different cancer. Okay.
So they were given their cancer, which also has a color. So pancreatic cancer is purple.
Hmm.
So it's a designer out of Chicago. She actually has the purple. And
Okay.
so she's going to build her collection around that purple. Now,
Wow.
it doesn't mean 10 to 12 purple outfits. It just means purple is the main theme, but she can do with it what she
Whatever.
want to do with it. Like they have complete creative control because I trust them. They all designers that I trust. They're all really excited. They're all like, let's do it. And you know what? I'm hearing updates like, I can't wait for you to see this. And I'm like, I can't wait to see it, because I haven't seen anything, and I'll see it first when you guys see it.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting. I can't
Yep.
wait. I'm gonna be looking at your face. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see your expression, man.
I'm probably I keep saying I should go get my makeup done, but the more I think about it, I probably shouldn't, because I'm probably gonna cry all the way
Girl,
through.
the
You
lashes gonna be
know.
coming
Yeah, so
loose.
I could just forget the lashes. Like
Yeah, but
I'm gonna cry all of those
but it's
off.
also your big day.
Yeah,
So I mean, are you planning to walk?
I will.
Oh my God. This is exciting.
I
It's
will.
exciting. It's a beautiful thing.
Mhm.
I'm very excited to see
I'm
everything.
excited too.
What else can people expect? I know you said that we got some powerful speakers.
Mhm.
Um, with the fashion show, what other cancers are there? Like,
Um, I have to let me pull up my list. So for sure, there's prostate cancer, because we never want to leave men out, even though
yeah,
men can get all of the other cancers, obviously, except for the ones that are related to females.
yeah.
But let me see. So we have, like I said, prostate cancer. Hold on, I'm sorry.
No, it's
I should have
okay.
been ready.
No, it's all good. I'm just curious because a lot of people don't realize that there's so many different types of cancer.
Mhm.
There's colon cancer, which I mentioned before that my dad had, and he's currently in remission of that. But he's also carries the sickle cell trait,
Mm.
so he was unable to get any chemotherapy. Most of his treatments were holistic, and they
Wow.
did what they could with pain meds and things like that.
Mm.
But there were times, where we didn't know if he was gonna make it through that. That was a really tough
Right.
time. And so we're grateful that he's in remission right now. Um, and also, so I have two dads. My other dad, um, I recently found out he has blood cancer.
Mhm.
And the right term of that is multi lymphoma cancer. Um, so there's that I had no idea about
Mhm.
until he till it was known to us that that's what he has, and he still has that right now, and it's he's getting his medical treatments and things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like you said, these are things that kind of just sneak up on you one day if you're not someone who goes regularly to the doctor and
Mm-hmm.
just gets the regular random or lab tests done. Um, and talks about your genetics and things that run in your
Right.
family,
Mm-hmm.
and show any type of concern about those things. One day, you can just end up with something and not quite understand that
Mm-hmm.
that's something that was going through your family. And so, like, yeah, this is my first time hearing about this blood cancer, and it's like, man, when I think back a few years ago, I had a really, really big medical scare.
Mm-hmm.
um I was feeling some chest pain, and I thought that I just had like to burp. I
Right.
thought it was just like,
Like gas or
yeah,
mm-hmm.
but it never came. And like I spent half the day like that. And I'm like, I told my supervisor at work, I said, I don't know what's going on, but my chest is tight and I'm starting to
Mm-hmm.
feel weird on this side. So I went to the emergency room and found out I had blood clots in my
Wow.
lung.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so and they had told me, like, if you would have waited any longer, that could have went to your brain, and you could have had an
Right.
aneurysm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, now I'm hearing about this blood cancer, and I'm like, okay, something clearly is going on with our blood, in my
Mm-hmm.
family line. And so now that makes me want to look even deeper into,
Mm-hmm.
what else should I be doing to take care of myself,
Right.
you know? What did you come up with as far as like the other types of cancer that you're going to be
Okay. So I did
presenting?
find my list. Sorry about the delay.
No, it's
So
okay.
pancreatic cancer, leukemia, colon cancer, prostate cancer, breast cancer, ovarian cancer, liver cancer, bone cancer, lung cancer, and brain cancer
Wow.
are all of the ones that we're going to be highlighting through the fashions at the
Wow.
show. So
Wow.
yes, so 9 different cancers. And it's real. And every cancer on there, I think I know somebody or met somebody that has, dealt with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Wow.
my cousin, she had leukemia and survived it. She's actually been cancer free. I think she's going on probably like 14, 15 years now. But my
Wow.
grandmother did die from leukemia.
Wow.
So yeah,
Man, cancer is the devil.
it is.
Man,
It really is.
I
It definitely sets out to kill, steal, and destroy,
yeah.
without a doubt. Like that's his ultimate goal. And again, it doesn't care who is doing it to. I've mentioned a couple times on places I've been, Steve Jobs. We know how much money he had. He couldn't, he still couldn't beat it.
Yeah.
There was nothing he could do to beat cancer. Not
Right.
there wasn't enough money in the world for him to still to be able to beat it.
It don't matter your status. It don't matter where, nothing. No
None of
matter
that.
how
It
you
doesn't
was
matter.
raised. Nothing. It don't matter what
Nothing.
you got.
Mm-mm.
If cancer wants to come
It's
through,
coming.
it's coming.
It's a cancer don't wake up and say, I think I'm only gonna, affect Christians today. You know
Right.
what I mean? Or I think I only gonna go to Asian people. Cancer don't care. If it can
Yeah.
get in there, it's getting in there. It don't care who it is. It's
Man.
just gonna get in, you
Yeah.
know.
Yes. So y'all, I mean, I think this is a very important thing for y'all to think about. Just go to your primary care doctor,
Hmm.
get some tests done, talk to them about your family history.
Yep, that's important. Knowing family history.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
not always the case, but it's still important to
it's still
know.
important.
Hmm.
And also reevaluate your lifestyle, right?
Yep.
What are you eating? What are you
Yep.
consuming often? Um,
Yep.
things like that. And don't ignore pain or discomfort.
That's right. And follow your gut. Like
Follow it.
we have intuition built in us.
Yeah.
Follow it.
Yeah.
We know when something is going on in our body. We
Absolutely.
just have to, we have to follow it. Not we cannot allow fear to make us die. You get what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
gotta get past that fear. So we gotta think about, do we want to be afraid or do we want to die?
Right.
You know what I mean? So we have to push past that fear so that we can live, because we need to know. And then you have to be your biggest advocate in your health care, because I know just for me and you,
Mhm.
it's very difficult as Black women. They
Yeah.
don't listen to us, they don't hear us, and me even worse to you, because they definitely not gonna listen to a fat Black woman. Because
Man.
every time something is wrong with me, the first thing they say, well, you know, you're overweight, so you think that my body just found out it was fat.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
you know, they use it as an
Yeah.
excuse to not provide you with the proper care. And then two, they give us this medicine, right, to so-called cure the issue we're having, but it's really not curing anything.
No.
Like, we
It's
got to
just
start
like
getting to the
covering
root.
it.
Yeah, we got to start getting to the root of what's the real deal, you
Mhm.
know. And what can we do? Like, yes, we know that cancer has been here for a long time, but we also have to pay attention that it's more common now than it was like when my grandmother was coming up,
Mhm.
you know. So we got to start paying attention as to why, you know, what is it, what has changed. We obviously know the environment, everything is fast, you know, everything has preservatives and additives, so we got to kind of start to pay attention to, like, how was it then to now, that maybe this is where the change, where so many people have cancer
It
now.
is. I mean, it's a lot of crazy things like our water. I'm scared to drink it out. I don't drink it out the faucet. I can't.
We
I
don't
need it.
know.
You don't know what's going on with the water, the food.
We don't know what's in
It's
here. Just because they
exactly.
put it in a bottle, what does that
We
mean?
don't even know.
Because
We
they're
have
trying
no
to say
idea.
this plastic. We don't
Exactly.
know.
Now they saying the plastic is bad. They
Mhm,
saying even our fruit is not all of
mhm.
it has seeds. Where did the seeds go? Why are the watermelons seedless?
Well,
Oh,
yeah, because it's genetically modified, and
yeah.
that's another thing. Like, the one thing that, and I noticed this came from my grandmother. You know how we go somewhere and you buy some chicken wings and they be like, we got the biggest chicken wings.
Yeah.
Why?
Why are they so
Don't
big?
no chicken grow to be this big.
No, not no
That's
big
not
Texan
normal.
chicken.
That's genetically
Yeah.
modified. So growing up, my grandmother would be like, "Don't you buy them big pieces of chicken?"
Chicken
She said, "You
wings.
buy the small chicken wings." So I like it when I get chicken wings. I like mine to be about this big.
Me
I
too.
know
I
you
like
be
the
they
small
be like,
ones.
"Where's this little baby?" Yeah, because that's what a chicken look like.
Yeah,
A chicken wing is not this big. It's not
exactly.
the size of a turkey wing, you know, or
Exactly.
yeah, a turkey wing. So it's like we have to be mindful of that. Like, if it's this big, it's probably genetically
Yeah.
modified.
Yeah,
And
it's
then, right, like you said, if it ain't got no seeds, it's probably genetically modified.
exactly. Just it's just so weird. Quentin. Hey Quentin. What's up, bro? He said, let's start our own garden. I'm with that. I'm with that. That would be so dope.
I don't do worms.
Hey, we gonna do our due diligence, me and her, because I don't
Mm,
do worms either.
I don't do
But we're
worms.
gonna find the right people to help, and we're gonna at least
Yeah,
know what we're doing. But I think that's
seriously.
a great idea.
I do too.
Thanks,
I thought
Quentin.
about it, but I know I can't do no worms. I'm like, how can I make a garden without no worms? But
Girl, we could just grow herbs,
mm-hmm.
those.
Well, yeah, you can grow those right in your kitchen.
Yeah. Remember
Mm-hmm.
the what was it? The chia.
Chia.
I grew up wanting one of
I
those.
know, right?
But yeah, there are things, just small things in our life that we can
Mhm.
adjust, that we can change, that can contribute to us being healthier.
Right.
And one of the things I also wanted to commend you on, I've seen you and Ruthia recently. Y'all been getting it in. You heard Jesse,
Yep.
just it sounds like, this has impacted you to the point where even you want to make some changes for
For
yourself.
myself. How I'm
Yeah,
gonna be out
that's
here talking
inspiring.
about that and I'm not getting myself healthy.
Yeah,
So I'm working on myself. And I'm not gonna lie. This last week and a half, it hasn't been as hard as because I've been doing this.
yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
understandable.
So I'm trying to learn balance, but
Hmm.
because I've been doing so much of this, I haven't really been able to get my work on. I miss it and I feel it.
Yeah,
But definitely that's one of the things that we gotta take care of our bodies.
yeah,
We have to listen to our bodies and we have to remember, like, this is our temple, like this is what we have to walk around in. We need to be able to, we should take care of it better. And that's me. I'm
amen.
trying to take better care of myself.
And not only that, you spiritually are taking care of yourself. I see you
Yeah.
all the time. I see you praying. I see you
Hmm.
like, I see you talking about God. It's
Hmm.
powerful to keep that present at all times, because
Yeah.
it really can guide you through. God will keep you going even when you start to feel tired,
Hmm.
and replenishing your support system so that
Absolutely.
you can take a break here or there, So I mean, it's a full circle experience that you're enduring
Mhm.
right now,
It is. It
and you
really
sharing
is.
it with us.
It really is. And when I started out on this, it wasn't. I didn't know it was going to be this. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I just thought, oh, I just want to pay tribute to my mama because but I didn't know it was going to turn into this. And it's like, and the deeper I get into it, the more I realize like this really is my purpose.
Yeah.
This is really what God wants me to do. And Ruthia is one who has helped me with that portion of it. She's like, Nicole, this is a God assignment.
It is.
Like, you got to understand, this is a God assignment. This is also about you executing as well. So whatever comes
help.
out of it, you helping me right now.
I love that.
But it's a God assignment,
Yeah.
and it's something that I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to push. And like the support that I've gotten has been, a lot of it has been from random people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? Where is this coming from?
Yeah.
And so one thing that I do want to mention is that blow dry bar out of Green Bay
Okay.
is gonna come down and do the makeup for the models.
Okay.
So I just got that yesterday.
I love that.
They reached out to me and said we want to help. We want to be part of it.
Well, shout out to
So
them.
yeah, blow dry bar out of Green Bay.
Okay.
So
I can't wait to see.
I was excited about that because I was like, wait a minute, what? You know what I mean? Because first the man emailed me, and then he called me, and I'm like, is this real? So I'm trying to do my research, like, but that's just how my support has been coming.
Yeah.
Just like random. Then I met a really dope lady out of Chicago who was gonna mentor me through the process of creating the foundation. I met her. I talked on the phone with her for an hour. I met her a couple weeks ago because she had a breast cancer event in Chicago. So I went over to Chicago and I met her in person. She put on this amazing event. At the end of the event, she changed her clothes. She sat at the table. She looked at me. She said, now when we going to talk about your stuff? Because mine is over. I'm like, how selfless is that? You know what I mean? She's like, mine over, but now we going to you now. And she gave me an assignment. And my assignment is done.
Girl, amen.
She gave me homework.
Wow.
Yep.
Man, I love this. This is amazing. Girl, God is like really working through you to make all this happen. And yeah, I know, right? It's just amazing. I just
be like, what is I probably call Ruthia, JoJo, Denise at least once a day, be like, what is happening? You know what I mean? Like, what is happening? Because we have our little group chat, or I'll send them a message and I'll be like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like just crazy stuff just keep happening.
Yeah, it's all because it's meant to happen and you're doing something so purposeful. So yeah, God gonna put all the right people in your life. And everybody just gonna show up.
Oh yeah. Then the funny part is like, I never in a million, even though I like him and I love him, I think he is so good, is Big Frank gonna be there.
Wow. Shout out to Big Frank. Look.
Yep, I can't dance, but yeah, so I'm really excited about him being there. I never would have, imagined that. So
that's dope.
But it's gonna be so, because he is so dope.
I love it. Quentin, the event is November the 9th. Make sure you get your ticket. We'll drop the link after the show. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be in the building to support our girl.
And he said he gonna take care of the worms.
See,
I'm gonna hold you to it too. Because baby, I'm gonna be running.
Yeah, we're gonna be somewhere else. We're gonna find a different thing for us to do, but we still gonna be there.
Because if I see when I run, I'll just be running.
I'm like that about mice or something. Like, I'm cool.
I'm good with that.
Well, I'm excited. I cannot wait. I gotta find something to wear.
Oh yeah.
I gotta find something to wear. I gotta put. So this is one of those put that shit on events.
Put it on.
Put that shit on, y'all.
Put it on.
Put it on. And come on. Yes. I might need some advice. But I'm excited. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Do me one more favor and just drop it for them again, just so they know where to go.
So you can hit me up on Facebook and Instagram. Comment Threads, the number 4 Cancer on Instagram and Facebook. My Gmail is commentthreads, the number 4 Cancer at gmail.com. My personal Facebook page is Nicole, Nichole. Last name Mux, Mux. You can get your tickets here at TDR Network. You also can get them at Jazzy Ray Jewels.
Awesome. So yes, guys, get your tickets. This is major. And she says she gonna do this every year. So y'all
It's
figure out
every
a way to
year.
get involved. I know I am. I'm trying to
Mhm.
figure out a way I can get involved because this is major. This is a great cause. And if we can all put our hands and our minds together, we can make this a huge thing and impact so many
Mhm.
lives.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what her assignment is. So, all right. Okay. Well, I want to thank you again for coming to the
Thank you for
show.
having me. I appreciate it. I
You're
do.
so
I swear
welcome.
from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate
Oh, you're
that you
welcome.
did this for me. So thank you.
And I know you got another podcast or another show coming up too, right? You want everybody to tap into that?
Um on Friday I'll be on channel 12
Channel 12, y'all.
at 4:45. So watch me on channel 12, 4:45. And I'm taking the super dope Gigi with me.
I love it. I love it.
So
I'm
me and Gigi
watching.
will be there together. 4:45 on channel 12
Channel 12, 4:45 p.m. Central Time. Tap in,
on
y'all.
Friday. Yep.
Yes,
Tap in.
tap in. Don't let us down. All
Mm.
right. Now I'm gonna wrap this up and I'll see you guys again soon. My name is Kenda. This is my show, Mind My Own Podcast. And y'all have a good night. Oh. Okay, can you?